Hey, what's going on? I'm here at my house. It's hopefully, want to get on here to kind of, because I was just thinking about you guys tonight as I was getting ready for bed, and I said, let me just record a video because I want to give people some motivation, something to think about, just kind of rattle your brain a little bit because times are different, right? We all can agree that times are a little bit different. And so if you haven't, looked around here lately, you see that a lot of businesses, stores, restaurants have closed their doors. Um, certain businesses are thriving, certain businesses are not thriving. Anytime that you have a down economy, there's some businesses that's going to be, gaining so much ground during this time, and some businesses are trying to figure it out. As you can see, Amazon is one of those businesses that's thriving right now. They own Whole Foods, which is they're in the grocery industry, which is an essential item that we need groceries, and they are in the logistics business. They're shipping products and things that we need all around the world. So guess what? They put out a press release or something in the news saying that we need 100,000 more workers. Isn't that interesting? So, how is your business doing? Were you prepared? Because Amazon was prepared. Um, I've been prepared, and I thank God for that because from the beginning I knew that having a virtual business was the way to go, and it was just placed in my heart. Maybe God just gave me this vision of what this business could be and how to go about it. So, you know, people have asked me, how are things different for you? Things are not different. They're the same. My schedule is the same. The only thing that's different is that my children are home with me because they're doing school virtually now because they can't go to school. But aside from that, as long as the internet is working, I'm in business. Everything is still going just as planned. And but I wanted to just not be here and kind of doing the day-to-day things without being concerned and being a help. So I wanted to help you guys and think about, okay, what can I say to those who are listening to help them through this time? And I think it's just giving some nuggets, some true business advice, and also a little bit of motivation as well. Um, this is a tough time. My heart goes out to those families who don't know what to do, who can't go to work, who didn't have enough money saved, uh, who's living paycheck to paycheck. My heart goes out to you, and I hope that you are finding a way to get through this time. But I think that this is a time that we need to buckle down and we need to stay focused. In your business, you need to buckle down and stay focused. Think about what it is that would have had you more prepared for this time, and start writing out a plan on how to mitigate that right now. Like, don't waste another minute. You're at night, you're at home already. Don't sit here and just watch the news and frown, and don't sit here and pout. Don't sit here and just say, oh, I wish, things were better. That's not going to help you right now. Any type of negative thinking, any type of thing that's taking your eyes off what's important, and right now what's important is survival. This is what businesses go through to test how strong they are. And if you're surviving this time and you're going through it, and you may have gotten hit but you're not knocked down, then your business is pretty solid. If you're stumbling and you're on the canvas right now and they're counting 1, 2, 3, don't let them get to 10. Don't let them get to 10. Pop up, find a way, buckle down, get down, and start thinking strategically. Reach out to friends, reach out to people who you admire, people who have been a mentor to you, and ask them, what should I be doing at this time? And just start gathering thoughts and ideas, because this is the time where people get creative. This is when you get creative and you find another way. I was just thinking, I'm like, man, if I was a massage therapist, what would I be doing right now? I'd probably be trying to call all my clients who come to see me at, if I work at Massage Envy or, one of these, massage parlors, anything like that. I'll be calling my clients and making house calls. You know, there's ways, and you may be saying, oh man, you may be exposing yourself to the coronavirus and all these type of things. And but there's things that you can put in place to mitigate that, right? You can wear your N95 mask. You could double check with the client, has they have any signs and symptoms of coronavirus, and kind of go off the honor system. With that, it's a lot of things that you could do to protect yourself, and also make sure that you're protecting your client. But don't let that be the sole thing that says, oh, I can't do it, because I walk outside every day, and not even walk outside. I went to pick up my kids' information from school, and we standing in line, bunched up in a huge crowd, waiting to get information about our children's education. So don't just don't limit yourself. Don't be pessimistic about how you're thinking about this. Be optimistic about doing this. All right, so get serious about your business. Don't take it for granted. Get serious about it, and get serious about the growth. Think about still growing. Like, during this time, you still should be thinking about growth. You should not be thinking about closing down shop. You should be thinking about growth, because if you focus on that, then you're going to continue to press, and that's going to do you some good. So I hope that that resonates with you, because as I'm speaking, it's resonating with me. I'm continuing to press forward and to help my clients in any way that I can, and help you all in any way that I can. So I hope that's helpful. The other thing is, just think about, okay, so I gave you a little bit of that motivation, right? So let me take you into some practical things that you should be considering doing right now. So as you can see, if your staff couldn't come into work and you needed them to work on projects that's maybe due in October, due later in the year, but now they're home, and your infrastructure is not in the cloud, what you think you should be doing? I'll tell you. You should be looking at ways to get your projects, your files, your office in the cloud. Because the reason why the Amazons of the world, the Facebooks of the world, the Googles of the world, all these different companies, they're still pressing and moving along, and they're updating us on the coronavirus and all these different things, because they're able to work remotely. If you don't have it, if you're afraid of having remote, because I've had clients who said, I can't have my workers working remotely. How would I know if they're doing the work? How would I know if my money is going, in the right place? Or those are micromanagers. If you need to micromanage your employees, you have the wrong employees, or you have them in the wrong seat on the bus, or you have a problem. Listen, you should be worried about outcomes. Don't worry about how long it's taking them to do the work. How fast are they doing it? Should I be doing this? No. Give them an assignment, give them a task, and say, I just need this to be done by this time. That's it. And watch how productive those employees will be when you do that. They say, you just tell them this is how you win at my company. You need to do this and produce this result. If you do that, you're good with me. But you can't do that if you're not in the cloud, if you're not remote. You should be using things like Box or Dropbox. These are cloud storage systems, or Google Drive, cloud storage systems that allow you to have all your company files stored in the cloud. If you're in the medical field, they have HIPAA compliance packages so they can get you in the cloud and be HIPAA compliant. So don't even use that as an excuse. This is something that you should be doing. I'm only going to give you two. So I gave you Box or Dropbox. The second thing that you should be doing is you should be using some type of platform like Skype, Zoom. I use Zoom. And for those of you who want to know what I use for cloud storage, I use Box.com. But you should be using Zoom, Google Hangouts, Skype, one of these platforms. I prefer Zoom, but these other platforms, they can work. GoToMeeting, Blue Jeans, all these different platforms out here. But this is so you can have remote meetings. You can meet not only with your workers, but you can meet with your clients. And you guys can still be productive and keeping that social distance, right? So just really think about how you could be moving your business forward or into the 21st century, getting yourself prepared for just a new way of doing business. Just a new way of doing business. And I'm sure these things gonna help you grow and develop. You know how when you're a child and you're learning a new skill and it's hard at first, and you're like, man, this sucks. Like, I don't know how to do this, and I don't have the experience and all these different things. But if you put the time in right now while things are pretty quiet, you can gain a lot of ground, a lot of traction, and start working on these things and researching. The internet is still working. So get on the internet, learn how to put these things in place. And if you need any assistance, I'm here. I'm here to help you. My whole entire operation is virtual. Everything that I do is online. I'm able to get it done because I felt that this was the way of the future. This is where we're stepping into. And so again, I know this video was kind of lengthy, but I needed to give you that motivation first, and also give you some practical information, so that way you can implement some things right now in your business that can get you ahead and get you ready to come out of this. Because if you focus on growth, you focus on results, you focus on staying positive, being optimistic, you're gonna come out of it. I promise you, you will. You just gotta work hard and you gotta get creative. If you like this video, if you want to hear, hey, Tim, do you have advice on this, advice on that? Hey, just reach out to me and I'll get it to you. All right, take care. And it's not gonna be the last time that you see me. I'm gonna record another video like this, maybe several videos throughout this time as I feel led to do so. So just sit back and subscribe. I almost forgot about that. Make sure you're subscribing to my YouTube channel, because that's where information will be disseminated. Also, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn. So please connect with me. and reach out now, and I'll be here to get with you. Take care.